Have you ever noticed that sometimes kids and teens are often better at learning new technology than adults? It seems as though the kids are the ones introducing parents to the newest cool and amazing technology apps and social media. So, in the midst of all of the new and amazing, how do we also make sure that parents stay informed and aware of some of the dangers that come along with all the new? Today, we're going to be talking with the Longview Police Department, and in particular, a detective, Detective Audrey Wright, with the Longview Police Department that's part of a team that many people probably have no idea exists here in Longview. So thanks for being with us. Tell us a little bit about your team and what it is that you guys do to help kids stay safe online.
We are the Northeast Texas affiliate for the Internet Crimes Against Children. The main office is out of Dallas. And it gives us a chance to not only be reactive to incoming cases that parents may feel like their child's being solicited, but also proactive in investigating crimes against children involving any and all kinds of technology, primarily online solicitation of minors and downloading and possessing illegal images of children.
So how do you guys go about doing your work? I mean, are you, just kind of surfing the internet looking for potential threats, or is it people sending you concerns? How does it work?
Both. Because technology is basically tied to all of us now, technology is usually tied to any crime against a child. We can be proactive through monitoring the internet and monitoring other websites, third-party applications, and sometimes parents find things on their children's phone that causes alarm and they can contact our office.
Speaking of these crimes, are these risks coming from right here in East Texas, or is this, people from all over the country, all over the world that are, seeking out children online?
They're local, they're all over the state, they're all over the country. I've seen people that were willing to travel to our area to meet a child. The problem that we run into is they hide in plain sight. They do not, you can't tell by looking at someone that they may be online posing as either a child or as an adult preying on children. They blend in well with society and will sometimes build a relationship with the family itself and then develop a relationship with that child in secrecy, or vice versa. They will have that child that they've met online and then somehow interject themselves into people's lives and families' lives.
So with the threats coming from really anywhere, I mean, whether you know the person or not in normal everyday life, how can a parent, do anything to guard against this when really there's so much secrecy, I guess, that can come with how people interact online?
The first line of defense is going to be communication with your child, teaching them healthy boundaries, because we spend a lot of time as parents teaching our kids how to eat healthy, how to drive in a safe manner, all of these things that we want to protect their physical well-being. But parents aren't always the best at communicating with their children about their emotional well-being. The second line of defense obviously is going to be to educate yourself on the applications and device functions of your phone, knowing what your child can handle and not handle on an emotional level and a maturity level, because each child is different. Understanding that there are applications out there and ways to circumvent the system, applications that will hide other apps and pictures, and how that kids are circumventing these safeguards that we put in place.
So let's talk about that. With all of these technologies are out there, you guys are doing some classes to help educate parents, educate adults to be aware of what the kids are doing online. Tell us a little bit about those classes and how people can get involved.
We will discuss a wide variety of topics. We'll discuss grooming, something that hasn't really changed over time, but it has changed the way the game is played, because now they're moving their grooming on digital devices where it's maintaining secrecy.
And what is grooming?
Grooming is making the child comfortable in what in sexual content, or getting the child to have secrecy in their conversations, basically getting the child to lower their inhibitions and be more comfortable with the idea of pursuing their motive.
Right. So you're going to cover basically the techniques that are used in these classes, but also, I guess, some of the technology as well.
Correct. Everything's going to have tie back to the technology trends that we see trends that we don't see. We're going to go over some things that we have looked at in the past, because sometimes these cases develop in the most unsuspecting way, and sometimes they just develop 100% online as well.
Right. Now, these classes are open to really anyone that would be interested in helping safeguard their children. But what if somebody is having, if they do find that information, or they find something suspicious, or they have a concern about their kids, a particular situation, what should they do? Call your office directly, call the police department? What's the best?
Call the police department, make a report. We will contact you and ask several things of you to do. Meet us in our office with the device, let us look at everything that we need to look at, see what we have, and then we can decide where we need to go from there.
Well, thank you very much, for sharing that information, for hosting these classes. It's one of those things that's really just heartbreaking that a unit like yours is even needed here in Longview. We hate to think that there are people that are preying on kids right here in our community, but thank you for doing this work and for looking out for the best interest of our kids.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. And if you'd like to learn more about this class or anything more about the Internet Crimes Against Children Unit, we encourage you to go online to the Longview Police Department.